Hi everybody and welcome back to Liable Zest. Today we are going to be doing a 10-minute full body Pilates workout. We're going to get straight into it, but let's just start with a little bit of a spine stretch and then get into our different sequences to get that full body activation. Let's start in the center of our mat in a seated position with our toes up towards the ceiling, knees being pushed down into the ground. Let's interlace our hands comfortably behind our head. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, slowly tucking in that chin, then your neck, and then your chest, all the way down, articulating through that spine, allowing that body and that back to go into a rounded C curve, reaching as far as you can, and inhale, back up to center, drawing those gaps down that back as you're stacking that vertebra. Let's inhale, exhale down. We're doing 4 of these, reaching and allowing that body to stretch out as you are dropping down towards those knees. Inhale, exhale down and reach as far as you can go. And inhale back up. And on that last one, we're going to hold a little bit. Inhale, exhale, slowly rolling down, reaching that chest towards those knees, and slowly pointing those toes up towards your nose, pushing those knees into the ground. Feel that neural stretch, that stretch going all the way down from your neck, down your back, and down the back of those legs, and slowly coming back up. We're going to point those toes towards the wall in front of us, arms in front of you. We're slowly going to roll ourselves forward, reaching as far as we can go to roll ourselves back up, stacking that vertebra and rolling down into a supine position or lying down position. Let's suck that belly to spine, get that pelvis in that neutral position. We're going to lift those legs into tabletop, drawing belly to spine as we're working. We're going to place both hands on that right knee, pushing those shoulders into the back. Inhale, exhale, toe tap. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4. I want you to feel that activation as you're working. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Placing both hands on that left knee. Inhale, exhale, right leg toe tap. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4. Activating that core, using your core to do the work and nothing else. And 6, 7, and 8. Placing both hands on both knees, and we are drawing those knees towards the chest as we're resisting. This is a static hold to feel that activation for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and placing both hands on your sides, keeping those knees in tabletop position. We're going to go into lifting and rolling your knees up towards the ceiling, lifting those hips off the ground into a double leg toe tap. I want you to use your core to do the work. That's 1 and toe tap, and 2 and toe tap, and 3 toe tap. We're doing 8 of these. 4, 5. Using that core to roll up, not momentum. I want you to feel that activation and using that those lower abdominals to peel that pelvis off the floor. And let's do 2 more. And 2, hugging those knees towards your chest to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to place our feet back on the floor, a fist width apart from one another, 1.5 feet away from those glutes, pushing those shoulders into the ground. We're sucking that pelvic floor in and rotating that pelvis up towards the ceiling, peeling those vertebra one at a time as we lift those hips up, digging those heels into the ground and holding. We're squeezing and digging. We're lifting that right leg into tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, right leg toe tap, inhale up. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going, activating that core, feeling that activation. And 6 and 7 and 8. Dropping that right leg down, lifting left leg into tabletop and toe tap. That's 1. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Dropping that leg down, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down. We're going to interlace our hands comfortably behind our heads, drawing those gaps down that back. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground, making sure we're maintaining that pelvic positioning, lifting right leg into tabletop, then left leg. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, do a single leg toe tap into straight leg lower. That's 1, and alternating between legs. And 2, keeping core tight. 3, 4, we're doing 8 before we do tabletop crunch rotations. And we've got 2 more after this one, making sure that we're maintaining that pelvic positioning as we're lowering those legs. And back into tabletop, lifting those gaps just a little bit higher if you can, keeping those elbows in the periphery. Inhale, exhale, rotate towards your right hand side. Inhale, center. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're doing 8 of these. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Keeping where you are, we're going to extend arms to your sides, extend those legs into little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly hugging knees to chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn over onto our left hand sides. We're going to get those hips, knees and shoulders all aligned, placing elbow comfortably under that shoulder, lifting that upper leg towards the ceiling, pointing that toe towards the wall in front of you. We are going to do 8 counts, lowering, lifting and lowering that leg. That's 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4, core tight. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. From here into knee flexion, into knee chest tuck. That's 1. Maintaining that knee height as we're going. That's 2. We're doing 6 of these. 3 and 4. Keep going. And 5 and 6. From here into little pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering that leg, placing it in front of you, placing your other hand in front of you for stability. You're going to lift and lower this lower leg for 8 counts with bending and extending. If you need, you can place a little soft pillow or a towel under that hip, and let's go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Lifting and bending and extending that leg for 1 and 2. Keep going. 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and slowly lowering down. We're going to turn over to do the same thing on the other side, placing that elbow under that shoulder, aligning hips, knees and shoulders, lifting that upper leg, stacking those shoulders and those hips, and 8 counts, down and up, and 1. Placing that other hand on your glute to feel that activation, that's 3. 4, pointing that other toe to emphasize that glute activation, and 6, 7, still sucking belly to spine, and 8, and bending that knee towards your glute, and chest touch, that's 1, and 2, keep going, and 3, 4, we're doing 6 of these, 5, and 6, into those 10 pulsations for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing that leg in front of you, extending that lower leg, and lifting and lowering for 8 counts. Inhale and lift, that's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Lifting up and bending and extending, that's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And slowly lowering that leg down, turning over onto your tummy, placing neck in neutral towards the floor, arms overhead. We're inhaling, and on that exhale, lifting arms and legs off the floor into Superman hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, keeping those knees off the floor, we're pulling and drawing our elbows towards each other and extending for 8 counts. That's 1, and 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. 3, 4, keep going, and 5, and 6, keeping that neck in neutral. Last 2, and last 1 before we hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lowering, lifting yourself into a rest position, pushing those shoulders into the ground, and lifting yourself up, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling, rotating the tailbone out, pushing those heels into the ground, and holding. Now leaning your head through your arms, allowing those shoulders to stretch as you allow those legs to stretch out. And slowly back down into rest position. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that 10-minute full body Pilates workout. If you liked that video, hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button so you can get more videos just like this one. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a lovely day.